Hey guys, today it's a Just Our Imagination challenge. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Okay, right here, I got that wood plank sign from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take burnt umber and that little crate, and I'm going to paint them both. Now, I'm tried something new here, so I already done the other side, and I just want to make sure it worked. That's why that side looks so bad. I'm going to take and put the Elmer's school glue, paint it all over the board like you would if you was going to crackle it. But I'm not doing that. I want more of a chip look. So I dry the glue until it's tacky. And then I'm going to take cashew. Is that right? No, sandstone, sorry. And I'm going to paint it on my board. But I don't care if I go over it like more than once. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do like paint heavy strokes because I don't think this would have worked otherwise. So this is just something, a technique I tried and it worked and I'm happy and I'll use it from now on. Then I'm going to glue it. No, I'm not. I'm going to dry it until it's almost dry, but of course not completely. And I'm going to take my scraper there from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to start running it up my sign and scraping a lot of that off. And I did the same thing to my little crate, and I think it looks great. I love it. I love that. It looks so old because it's kind of got like a crackle and then a chip look. Anyway, one of our challenge items Miss Amy chose was an extension cord. So I'm going to cut down my extension cord. I got all the challenge items in on this one DIY. I've never done that before. I'm so proud of myself. And I thought I was going to make 2 stems, but I'm not. I just end up doing 1. And I glued it like about 3/4 way up at first because I didn't know how I was going to have it lay. And Miss May from Kathyjodiys May sent me those little daisy plates. And I thought, well, those are the cutest. Now, I could have just done like that. And that is adorable. But, yeah, not for me. So, and if it is for somebody, that's absolutely fine. But just not me. And I'm going to take my burnt umber bottle. And I'm going to trace out a circle on the yellow part after I cut the center. I love it, because I want it smaller. And then I'm going to cut that out all the little petals, and then I'm going to cut them in like petal shapes. And I'm going to take the English ivy, and I'm going to give it 2.5 coats, my extension cord, give it 2.5 coats. And then I'm going to take that eucalyptus leaf, and I'm going to paint it in that English ivy. I found that color during Christmas. It matched some material and yarn I got, and it's pretty. I found a red one that I like the same. But anyway, I painted the petals in ivory, and I painted that yellow centerpiece in vintage mustard. And then I'm just going to start hot gluing my little petals on, like, just around in a circle, just like that, like you see. And then I cut out more because I wanted to do, like, a second round, like, lay it over the first one's gap, like, offset them, you know what I mean? And then I went more and I started tucking them in behind it, just certain places, because, I don't know, I just thought that looked better. And I love you. And I love you guys too, but honey was going to bed and he whispered goodnight. He loved me. So anyway, I don't know. And then I take the stem of my leaf and I cut it up at an angle. I tried to show y'all there, but I went too fast. And I was just cleaning it up there. I'm like, what am I doing? I already cut an angle. But because when I glue it down, I don't want to put glue on the tip of that stem. I want to put it on the leaf, because if I do put it on the tip of that stem, it's just going to be a bunch of clumpy glue popping out. And I just didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, and then I take that vintage photo, distressing ink, and I go around my middle part of my flower, and I also go around the tips, the edges there of all my petals. And, and then I cut up a bunch of that paper plate. That was the second item. Brenda picked that paper plate. That's why I'm using that plate. Sorry, duh. I just cut up a bunch of little small pieces, and I'm going to hot glue them together, because my center part of my petal, I'm going to hot glue all that paper in the center there. It was touching like around the edges, but again, I didn't want all that clumpy hot glue, so I just made that so I could glue the center in. And then I got them doing like little tiny circular motions to make it look like little seeds, you know. I don't know. I'm goofy. plus it's just distressing. And I love distressing. Again, if y'all don't like it, you don't have to do it. And here I'm just going to dump a bunch of hot glue in my little crate and put a piece of foam. My item I picked was foam. Styrofoam, floral foam, whatever type of foam. See? All three of them. I cannot believe it. And then that piece I just cut down. And I'm going to stick a piece in each side of it. And, oh crap. I dropped my phone. Oh, and I'm still going. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, no. And then I take my sign and I push it down in that just as far as I can. And I actually got it all the way to the bottom. I was surprised. But then I'm going to pull it up out there. And I'm peeking down in there and make sure I got it. And I'm going to dump a bunch of hot glue in there again. And I'm going to stick my sign down in there. And then, Miss Wanda Cruz got that. She said it was the only one she found. She shouldn't have gave it to me, bless her heart. But it's like a trim, and it's different burlap trims. And, I'm just going to use that one there, and I'm going to wrap it around the center part of my crate. I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't do an intro today. I just did not have time. You'll see why in a minute. With what I made. I'm crazy. And then, and I just glue it all the way around. I don't know. There was something else. And then I distress it. If you just put a little bit of glue and like push your burlap down into it, it won't have all that squishing out and looking ugly. And then I got these flowers from the Dollar Tree. I haven't found them in 2 years, but that's a little bit that I have left. I did find 2 small picks the other day of them, but one just had like a brighter pink flower, and the other one had like a purple flower. They're janky now. They're so sparse. It's pitiful. But anyway, Walmart sells something similar. I'll just get me some from there. I like them too. Oh, and then I took these little daisies that I had gotten from Temu. It's just a bag of daisy heads. And those stems I cut off the other ones before I put them down in there. I just used them. And then I'm going to run them in my distressing ink. It's got to match my big flower. And I only did 3 of them. And I popped them in my little crate. And then I'm going to take some jute twine. And I'm going to wrap it around the top of my sign. Now, see, I don't like for mine to droop. Even when I make it really tight, if one barely moves one string, then it's drooping. So I tack it down different places all out the back. And then I'm going to make a quadruple loop finger bow. I only made the one because I was going to put that at the top of my sign and I didn't like it. And there was another one that I'd made the other day. And I used it and I glued it to the front of my crate because I bunch up all my jute on the top here because I didn't like the bow on the top there. And I'm going to take this cute little green button. I'm going to cut the back off of it. That part that makes it a button, and just use front of it. Front of it. Nope. Front of it. I'm going to talk slower, sorry. And I hot glue it to the center of my jute there to make it look like it's just holding it there all pinched together. I think it's cute, you guys. I think this is adorable. And then, I'm going to take these beads. They're square beads from Miss Lisa Floyd. And I'm using the brown so it could tie in with the jute and that burlap. And I'm going to put little feet on my sign. Isn't this adorable, you guys? I think it's just too cute for words. It's absolutely adorable for spring. I hope y'all like it too. Now listen, the next thing I make, oh my goodness. I surprised myself. Scrappy crackers in time. Okay. Look. I love this, Miss Kathy Simmons. That is beautiful. I need to make one of those. I haven't made a tomb in 2 years. And then, Laura, look at her pretty spring wreath with all the lilies and the butterflies. So pretty. Okay, right here, you guys. I'm going to take another extension cord. I cut it up. I don't know why. And, yeah, I do know why. But I'm going to cut it down the middle. And I'm going to take these skewers. I want to make sure I had skewers that was about the same size as my my cut in half extension cord because, well, I'll explain it. So I got that round from Hobby Lobby for $2.49, and I'm aggravated because I bought 2, and the one was, and those are 2 bamboo hoops. You know how you have the large one and the small one. I took a pack I took the small ones out of 2 packs. There we go. And I'm going to use hot glue and wood glue, and I'm going to glue one of them to the... Look, that thing was warped too. But I bought those 2 things from Hobby Lobby. And one of them, when I got them home, the one was warped and cracked. And I'm like, great. And then I thought that other one was fine. And then I got to working with it the other day and realized it's warped too. I'm like, that's just disappointing. But I'm going to do a 3, 6, 9, 12 here. And I'm going to start, and I'm mark it, just eyeballing it. And I'm going to start drilling holes, and I drill them all the way through. And I'm going to take my skewers and put them down in there. But, okay, I was going to try to use the that extension cord for the entire thing. But I wanted to put a door in it. And I knew if I put a door in it that I couldn't use the extension cord. And I'd have to use skewers. So that's the reasoning for using the skewers. But anyway, so I just put them all there on masking tape and lined them up straight. And then I'm going to take that one and see how much, how high I want to, do it to cut it. And I don't know what I did there. I think it was 8 inches. I can't see. But, I don't know if anybody would ever recreate this. But anyway, so then I wrap that masking tape all the way around my skewers there. And, I don't know, guys. And then I put some at the top also because I'm going to mark it. And because I want it straight as possible because I want all of my skewers the same length. And I was going through any means to get that because that normally don't happen for me because I do things so wonky. But anyway, and then I just start, I squeeze really tight to put an indentation in all of my skewers across the board. So that way I knew I'd be cutting them straight. So then I just start lopping them off here one at a time. Yeah, because again, I didn't want them crooked. And I need a pair of miter shears. And here, I'm going to take wood glue. I finally got my glue box cleaned up, y'all. I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to start gluing my skewers in there. And then I'm going to take hot glue, and I'm going to start tacking all of my skewers to the other bamboo hoop there. Yeah, I know, right? I don't think it's this part that I don't know. This came out good too, you guys. And then, okay, I started doing this, but then I undo it. So I measured some of that at 10 inches, and I was going to wrap it all the way across. Well, I do. You'll see. And it's an option if you guys can measure and do things straight. I cannot, apparently. Because then in my mind, that one's 10.5 inches. The next one would have to be 11 inches. But then, no, I ended up cutting it too short, and it was 10. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a half an inch. You don't need a half an inch. That's like centimeters, you know what I mean? They were all like way too, look, they're all crooked. One longer than this one and that one. And I fooled with this for like, I don't know, 8 hours trying to get it right. And I'm like, this is just not worth it. So I cut them on half. First, I'm going to untack the glue from them, and I cut them on half. And then I try to cut them as even as possible across the board. And that's another thing you should do. Is just cut them even to begin with, and you don't have to worry about it. So I take one of those macrame hoops, the little teeny tiny one. I got that from Dollar Tree too. And I start hot gluing it and just button it up against the edge of that. And what I'm doing is like laying it over after I get the first couple of them on there. I just like lay it down like on top of it, see where I need to cut it, and then, see, right here, see? And then I'm like, okay, this is how much needs to go. Again, I cannot do numbers. I can't do numbers. It's like trying to read, I don't know. It's like trying to read Chinese. I can't read Chinese. I can't speak Chinese, so I definitely, yeah. Anyway, that's me in numbers. So, anyway. Oh, I glued those all the way around. And then here, those are those plate holder uppers or picture holder uppers, whatever you want to use them for. I thought they had screws in them, and I looked, and I was like, what is wrong with me? So I did what every woman would do. I just break them apart. But I very gently broke them apart because I didn't want to break them. I went to Dollar Tree. I wanted 2 more of them because I wanted to use 4 of them. Well, they don't carry them anymore, they said. So back home I go. My store didn't anyway. And, okay, I got this dowel rod that is it was 14.5 inches already. And that's the reason it's a half, because I was like, I'm not going to cut it. This is how long it is. I had one way too long, one way too short. That one's 14.5. I used it. But I wish I would have went longer. I actually wish I would have done about 20 inches. But I didn't. So I'm going to paint it black. And then I'm going to Rich Black by Folk Art. I'm going to start taking Aleene's tacky glue and hot glue and gluing them to my dowel rod here. And north, south, east, west, or 3, 6, 9, 12. What are y'all? Yeah, I cannot talk. Whatever y'all want to call it. Anyway, so I think you'll see what I'm doing here, right? Making a vintage bird cage. And I saw these ones, and they looked all wonky like from Whoville. Oh, okay, that's one of those little round things that Miss Valerie Allison sent me, and I used the crap out of. And then that is the bottom of a tiny Christmas tree, and it happened to fit right in the middle of my hoop. And that little round piece there fit right up underneath it. So I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue and hot glue, and I'm going to ever so carefully go in there and run it up through there and stick it in there. Yes, I am. And burn the crap out of myself. I did. I've said crap too many times in this video already. How you guys doing? And then I'm going to take a bunch of Aleene's tacky glue and go around it. And some hot glue. And I'm going to take I'm going to use it as my finial and my hanger. But that is the top of a piece of a curtain rod. I save everything, you guys. I know. I'm such a bum. I'm such a hoarder, or I don't know. But yeah, I save stuff. I see something like that and I cannot let it go. So anyway, I've had that for a while. Had a couple of them. Used one already or two, I know. And then I'm just going to secure that with hot glue. And then I'm going to take that little candle cup in my drill, and I'm going to drill. There's a hole in the bottom of that candle cup, and I set it on my dowel rod straight. So that way I knew I'd get the center of my dowel rod. But I'm going to use that candle cup too. And then that was with a small bit. And I'm going to take a bigger bit, and I'm just going to, no, that's still the small bit. I was going deeper into my dowel rod. Then I take the bigger bit, because that bit is the same around as my aluminum wire that I took from Honey. There we go. Now, I cut this at 5 feet. You do not need 5 feet. It was longer than me. You do only half of it, okay? Just half of it's all you need. And there I am just measuring it so I could tell you all. And I'm like, dude, that is entirely too long. But I would love to make this on a big scale. I didn't know. I was just making stuff. Listen, it's the way I always... Oh, I put inside the hole, I put Aleene's tacky glue. And then I put wood glue on top of it, because I'm going to hot glue my little candle cup on there upside down. See? And then I'm going to run my wire all the way down in there as far as I can. Oh, no. And, oh, of course I put masking tape on it to hold it in place while it dried. You know what I mean? Masking tape. I know. And then I was forming the wire there, but y'all. Sorry, I had to take my medicine. I couldn't skip it. And then I lay out that, that's from Miss Wanda Cruz Anderson also. That ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I soaked it with Mod Podge and let it dry overnight. And then I painted it all black. And I'm going to take and wrap it around the bottom part of my bird cage. Did I miss something? Other than, you guys, everything I painted it black. Everything's black. And then I did seal it all with a spray, but I don't know what I did with that footage. And then I'm going to go around that part with that ribbon. And there it is, you guys. I put a bead on the end of my wire, and I shaped my wire like that. You guys can shape your wire any way you want if you recreate this, which I don't think anybody will. But if you do, please send me a picture of it. Nobody ever sends me pictures of my stuff. Yeah. But I don't think anybody makes my stuff. I was told it was too hard, but it's not hard. That's easy, you guys. I promise it's easy to make. Anyway, I'm going to fill it full of lavender. I don't know how my brain goes. I tell you guys it's God. Because I'm telling you, only by the grace of God could I come up with this stuff. Because my brain does not stop. My brain goes 100 miles per hour. That thing is so tall. Look how I Whovilled my wire. You can do it any way you want, guys. Seriously. But if you know, if I do it all over again, I would make my thing longer, and I would take those plant hangers, those black plant hangers from the Dollar Tree, and I would make those my legs, because that's going to make it a lot heavier, because all I have is those little picture things. And so you do have to get your bird cage balanced just right so it won't fall. But look at that. And then I just put it in another position there. It is beautiful. Okay, you guys, this is the Just Our Imagination Challenge, where me and my best friend Brenda from Rustic Lace DIY, we host this once a month, the second Monday of every month, and we pick a winner every month. Like Miss Amy created some stuff last month, and it was awesome, and she won. So because she won, she gets to co-host the following month, and we all pick an item to craft with. I picked foam, Brenda picked paper plate, and Amy picked the extension cord. Anyway, it's an open challenge if anybody wants to join, but this is what Amy made out of a bottle. Look at that. A plastic bottle. Look at that. That thing was amazing, you guys. You need to go watch the video. I will have everybody's links in the description box below, but I've been watching Amy about 2 years. She can come up with some stuff now, and she's insane. Anyway, okay, right here, I'm going to take that fur from the Dollar Tree, and I was originally going to use that pan, but it was too big, so I'm going to take that round there from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to trace it out, and I'm going to use floral foam again in this DIY, or foam, sorry, and I can't sew, y'all, so I'm just telling you straight up, I can put a thread on a needle, and I can do this in and out and in and out and in and out, you know what I mean? And that's all you got to do all the way around it. I don't know what that stitch is called. I don't know if it's even called anything, but yes, and I'm sure y'all will let me know what kind of stitch it's called, but I can't sew. I can sew a button on a shirt, but that's it. And I can do this, but that's it. Anyway, I'm going to take one of them balls. That is some kind of floral foam, I reckon. And I'm going to put it down inside of my little thing, and I'm just going to pull my thread as tight as I can. Now, you know, like when you make a pumpkin, or, you know, yeah, like when you, yeah, anyway, okay, whatever. I was struggling here, and my thread kept getting knotted up, and I think it was because I got it's a heavy-duty thread, because I know me, I know better, and I've literally pulled it and broke it before. But that fur, it kept snagging, and my thread kept getting tangled up, and so I'm like, I give up. So I cut the thread off, and I just went ahead and hot glued it the rest of the way on, because that's the only thing that made sense to me, you know what I mean? And so anyway, well, I'm going to show that forever. And then I'm just going to freehand some bunny ears. I'm just cutting 2 different ears out in that material. And you guys, I made bunny ears this spring and Easter. I made so many bunnies. I realized that, and I'm like, I need to really stop. Anyway, and then after I cut 2 of them out, I just took and laid them. I put hot glue on the back of them, and I laid them on some more of that fur. Oh gosh, you guys, I could not breathe. My nose tickled and itched and sneezing, and that stuff was awful. But I laid it on the back there, and I didn't want that ugly to show on one side. You know what I mean? And then I took the rest of that fur, and I started, not rest of it, but a big piece I had, and I started hot gluing it and rolling it and balling it up, and that's how I made my bunny tail. I wish I would have used a different color for my bunny tail, but it's too late now, because I can't pull it off. I tried. That fur really sticks in hot glue. It is something. Whew. And then I'm going to take that egg. It's a bowl with the lid, and you get them at the Dollar Tree, and I like that color, so I just dry brushed plaster all over it on the inside and the outside, you guys. And then, okay, that is what I made, and May made fun of. And I said it looked like teardrops. She said it looked like a raindrop. She said, just go with it. Just do rain for April showers. I said, shut up. But I'm going to use it this time. I didn't show it last time because I was like, that thing is goofy. But I'm going to set my other egg down inside it. Then it don't look so bad. You know what I mean? And I'm going to fill it full of Spanish moss. And then I'm just going to hot glue my bunny rabbit's ears on right there. Just throwing some glue on him and gluing his ears on. And then I take some of the Devil's fabric. Ugh, that felt. Ugh, it makes my skin hurt. And I cut out 2 little bunny feet, and then I'm going to cut out the little pads, and then the little toe pads Oh, I go ahead and hot glue those on because I know I'll lose them. I'll throw them away thinking it's a piece of scrap. So I just like, I better nip this in the bud right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, and then I cut out some little teeny tiny toes. And then I wisened up and I got smaller scissors. But you're going to need 6 toes. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you know how to do it. Everything else was sped up so fast you couldn't tell what I was doing. But you're going to know how to cut out little tiny crooked circles for toes. Anyway, and I just hot glue all that on. And then I just hot glue those on. Mm-hmm. He's so cute. I was like, well, butter my butt, call me a biscuit if he ain't the cutest thing, you know. And then I hot glue his little tail on. I used so much hot glue, it was insane. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then I take a pack of these little carrots from the Dollar Tree, and I'm splitting that raffia in half because it just makes them look better. And then I'm going to distress them with Tim Holtz Walnut Distressing Ink. Thanks, Rose. It was from Miss Rose Turner. And, yeah, I'm just still ripping that raffia apart and sticking my little carrots down in there. And then I take that distressing ink and I go around my bow. And then I go around my teardrop. It looks more like an egg if it's got an egg bow sitting in it. And I distress all it. And then I take a couple of the, I don't know what. I take a couple of those little rocks and put them in there. And then May sent me these little candle rings. Oh, excuse me. And I put a couple of them on there. And look at his little feet. See, if I'd use a different color tail, it wouldn't blend in so much. But anyway, I know it's a tail, you know. And that's it for that one, you guys. And I think that is so cute. Look, listen, if you pull that thing up out of there, it's going to look creepy. I did, and I'm like, oh, no, that's weird. It's got no head. Oh, shh, don't tell them children. It might scare them to death. Anyway, here's everything, you guys. This video's a bit long, and I only have the 3, but if you count the pole for the bird's cage, and then, well, you know. Oh, and then I did that one, but I didn't add it. That's my hillbilly Fabergé egg. And yes, I know what a Fabergé egg is. And anyway, look, I set up my wire a different way, and I'm showing that thing because I'm proud of that thing. And that's what I was going to tell you guys. So, when I say it's from God because I don't ever know what I'm making. Well, once in a blue moon, I'll know what I'm making. But most of the time, I don't. And I get down there and I start working. And then I was like, oh, I'll make a bird cage. And how it turned into that with the stand, it's God. I love you guys. Bye. I won't say where she's from or anything like that, you know. I mean, some of y'all do want to keep your privacy, and I understand that. And then some people do stuff because, you know, they say vainglory and when they want to do something nice. So, and I understand that. But anyways, that's crazy. I laugh so hard. I'm like, y'all are creative. And then there's another one. Y'all just wait and see. I think I asked Brenda, but I'm going to feel so dumb if I'm wrong. But this is wonder. I think I honestly have an idea for this. Yeah. Really. And then, I love these. These are pillowcases. Aren't they pillowcases? I'm pretty sure they are. I didn't open the package. But you just make your own little whatever you want on them. And I got some Highland Cow iron-ons that I'm like, yes, that's... Oh, no, it's a bag. I'm so dumb. I can make it a pillowcase, but no. Oh, I'm gonna make me a Highland Cow. Oh, to carry to church. Oh, I got goosebumps. I didn't know it was a bag. Thank you, Anonymous Martha. I was gonna call her Martha Anonymous. Anyway, and these stickers, I like using these in the winter. Haven't done it in a while because I don't have any, and I can't buy any. But these stickers, I've used these multiple times. I think that I like. They're just cute. They're just, you know, something to. Oh, here's some more of these ones. And then these ones. I like that. I like this little house here. That's cute. And this little picture here. That's cute. See? Oh, I got an idea. Oh, I do. I do. And then these stickers. And then, oh, there was 3 of these in there. And then, Look here. Oh, these little, a whole stack of them. Embroidery hoops, but there's 2. Look, I know. I mean, just so many ideas in my mind just looking at this stuff, just stopping and just picking it up, and this is beautiful. I love this. I said, this is the prettiest washi tape I've ever seen. Which y'all know green's my favorite color, and then blue second, but... And then, look, these, and I need these because, look, I lost my planner. I couldn't find it, and I bought it back in October, and I was flipping out, and I didn't have any stickers. I've used all the stickers that I have, and these are pretty. I like the you know, colors and stuff, like green and blue, green and blue, green and blue. And then, and now and then, how do I get this open? That's funny, Martha. You're funny. You really tickled me. Night sky. Look at that. You cannot beat that with a stick. No, ma'am. Thank you so much. We're not finished, though, because these, I was like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look. I know. I got 2 of them. I love these. I was like, oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. I was so excited when I got these. I was like, dude. And the little embroidery hoops and this washi tape. I don't know what little things make me happy. But thank you again so very much. I don't want to cry again. I don't appreciate it. But it means so much to me. Especially since I can't buy anything right now. And I'm getting rid of my old junk. And out with the old and in with the new. And it means so much to me. Thank you very much, Miss Martha. Mwah. Love ya. Love you guys.